Season 4, baby! Hello, party people. Welcome back to the Charming Analysis podcast. I'm Mari.
Jay.
And welcome to Season 4. Woo! Anyway.
I'm so fucking tired.
We're both tired, but I don't care. We're fucking doing this podcast.
Okay.
So today is going to be the start of a little series in a sense. Or a multi-analysis video, a multi-video analysis. We did something similar for Bojack Horseman when we first started our channel. So today we're going to be talking about Season 1 of Breaking Bad. Because Jay's been begging me to watch this show for like, how long now?
I mean, since I got up here, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, we're going to be talking about the first season of Breaking Bad in this podcast. And we'll be doing multiple parts for this series, or for this franchise. We'll be doing multiple parts for it every time we finish something for it, right?
Yeah.
We decided we were going to start doing this for a while, just to kind of give us some new stuff to kind of talk about. So yeah. So Season 1 of Breaking Bad consists of 7 episodes. So why don't you tell them what Breaking Bad is about for those who don't know?
It's about a chemistry teacher. It's Walter White, who is diagnosed with lung cancer, and therefore teams up with a guy with the drug dealer named Jesse Pinkman to make crystal meth so that he can, I guess, leave his legacy to his family when he leaves, in a sense. I guess that's the more simplified version, but you got all these characters that you're following at the same time, so it's a lot more cohesive than that. But we're talking about the first season here. And
just the main plot in general.
Yeah. So, sorry. I'm mainly just going to ask you Mari questions because they've never seen this show.
And also, excuse the fan in the background because, like, it's fucking hot in our basement.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It's mainly just going to be me asking Mari questions. So,
and me asking your opinion.
Yeah, so first question, was it boring?
Was it boring?
Yeah.
First season, honestly, not really. Like, I thought it was interesting for what we got.
Mm-hmm.
And like Jay was talking about before, Season 1 actually went by pretty fast because there's only 7 episodes in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty fast paced for the first season. I don't know about the rest of the series, but at least for Season 1, it was pretty fast paced to get through, even though each episode was like a fucking hour. We were watching it like once a night, but I decided like tonight we were just going to finish it because why not? So that way we at least have something to post for this month.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. For Season 1, it was pretty fast paced, and I liked that. I liked that we actually get some fast paced stuff in this, and I thought it was great. I do admit that I do like the progression and character development for both Jesse and Walter White.
Mm-hmm. I
think their characters, like, starting off, are pretty interesting. I do like learning about them. I don't know how I'm going to feel about them later because Jay said this show gets pretty crazy. But
yeah.
Currently, I don't think they're that bad. Like, I find their character arcs interesting. And stuff, and you get to see like a bit about where they started off, and I think that gives us a chance to like get introduced to them, see where they're coming from, and it gives us a chance to see what these characters are like before shit goes downhill, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just yawning because it's late. But yeah, I would say that it gives us a chance to know where, I guess mainly since Walter is the main character of the show, where he's coming from. At first, when I first saw this, I thought his like transition into cooking was a little bit too fast. But then I realized that this whole season, like looking at the second time, like this whole season is him just like, okay, I cooked once, never again. And then you realize, no, he probably wants to do this so that, he can.
He's trying to do it for a good reason, in a sense. He's trying to do it so that way his family has something for when he leaves the earth. And I think that's interesting. Do I think it's the best way to do it? Probably not.
Probably not,
but for what we're getting,
it's a TV drama.
Yeah, for what we're getting from it, I can see why he would do it. Do I think it's the best thing to do? Probably not.
We're both tired.
Yeah, but it's fine. All right, next question.
What question? I don't know. Just tell the audience what you thought of it, because it's like,
for the first season, I did think it was interesting. Like, I liked that we get to see how each character develops throughout the series, at least for season 1. Mm-hmm. You get to see Walter trying to live with the fact that he has lung cancer and is just trying to provide for his family and not just be forced to do the treatment and become like the shell of his former self. We get to see Jesse trying to have more confidence in himself and his like drug making skills. We also get to see Walter's wife, Skylar, as she is slowly getting closer to giving birth to their daughter. Mm-hmm. They do have a son as well, Walter Jr., and he's disabled. He has a condition where he has to use crutches to get everywhere. I forgot what the name of it is called, but he has a condition. And even though we don't get to see him talk very much at all in the series, I think we've only heard him like talk like a couple times. He kind of has it's kind of hard for him to like form words and stuff. I don't know if it's just the way he is or if it's just something part of his condition, or I don't know. But seeing him kind of react to how his dad is, like slowly becoming like a former shell of himself, it's kind of sad, honestly, that we get to see him starting to go down a wrong path, but at least he's trying to I guess he's trying to understand it, but at the same time, he kind of really can't put the best words into it, from what I can tell. Like, he has...
I don't know what he's actually doing.
Yeah.
They just think that he has cancer.
Yeah. So we don't get to... So yeah, they don't understand what's going on if, with what's going on with Walter. So it does leave them questioning a lot of stuff, which I wouldn't blame, mm-hmm. because I feel like everyone would be like that when it came to like something like this. They would all be wondering like, what do we do to help him or her, whatever. What can we do to like actually, have this person get better?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, you said you've watched this before. What is, so based on your second time watching this, or however many times you've watched it before, do you feel like you understand it more, or do you feel like it's better?
Yeah, I feel like whenever you watch something multiple times, you're gonna understand it a lot more.
But do you think like, do you like it more the more times you watch it, or do you feel like it's better the first time?
Oh, yeah, I really like this show. I like rewatching it. That's the rewatchability.
Is there anything surprising that you still notice every time, like, you watch it? Like, do you notice anything different each time? Or do you notice the same things?
I guess how raw the dialogue is
like how raw it is.
Yeah.
Which I also find interesting. Like, it gives us a chance to see how people are really feeling. It makes you feel like you're in the scenario that they're in. And it gives you a chance to understand everything about what's going on with the situation. You get to you get to see most of the sides of it. Not all of them, but, like, most of them. You also get to see the brother-in-law and his wife, who's a cop, with the law enforcement side of everything. You get to see how they're reacting to pretty much Walter dealing with this. You get to see, like, how they react to other stuff regarding that.
Yeah.
And you get to see the cop's point of view is just kind of one-sided, while, like, Walter's is kind of multi-sided if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, no, I was just saying that.
So I guess another thing I want to ask is, I'm trying to think of how to word this.
Just say it. Sick.
Do you think it's relatable nowadays, or do you feel like it's just something
relatable?
Like, do you feel like it's something that people would watch more nowadays to kind of understand, or do you feel like it's something that was kind of just stuck in 2013?
I don't understand your question.
Do you feel like it's...
Like, as a TV show, you mean?
Yes.
It's a TV show. It's a well-reclaimed TV show. I don't think that it's been underhyped or overhyped. I think it's doing just fine. But I don't really personally care about that. I care for how it is to me. And it's a damn good show. I don't understand, like, what is this benefiting your experience of the show? I don't understand. I don't understand your benefiting.
I'm just watching it and just
you're
trying to understand where everyone's coming from with it and just see what happens.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. You're still at season 1.
I know, but, like, I know it eventually gets heavy, but for a first season, I feel like it's pretty safe when it comes to, like, how everything is portrayed in it. I don't feel like it was too crazy, which I was surprised at. Like, there was some stuff that kind of threw me for a loop, but other than that, it's pretty solid so far. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go from here, so I'm kind of curious to see what happens next, because you kind of don't really end on a cliffhanger, really. You kind of just end on, like, just like a solid note, at least in my opinion. What do you think? Do you feel like it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, or not really?
Like season 1? No.
Yeah.
No, it ends solidly, I believe. It eases you into the next season, alright?
So I guess one more thing I want to ask that I can think of at the moment would be, what would you change from season 1? Is there anything that you would change from season 1? And what was your favorite episode of season 1? Or, like, part of it?
There's no favorite episodes for me because they all just kind of blend in together.
Okay.
For me. I don't know what I would change about season 1 because it's relatively short.
Do you feel like they could have, like, done more episodes, maybe?
I don't know. I haven't seen I have to judge it based on the full show. If they could have cut some more, or could have cut some stuff. I have to judge it based on, if I were to say that, then I would have had to watch the whole show.
Yeah, that's true.
Which it's been a while, so
and it's going to take us a while to, like, eventually finish the show. But I will say this. We are going to finish the whole show. We're just not going to be doing it in one podcast. Mm-hmm. Because that'd take way too fucking long. And I feel like we're going to forget a whole lot of shit if we do. So yeah, basically, the plan for, like, we're going to start doing more of these seasonal like reviews, just because I think it'll be easier to make a full review if we do it in parts or seasons in this case. So that way it'll be easier to digest and it'll be easier for us to talk about it. So that way we have more of a consistent, opinion and stuff. Right? So I don't really have any more questions other than that. Do you have any more questions you want to ask me?
I just want you to enjoy it for however long you can until you start hating people.
Oh my gosh. But the plan is to try and finish it.
Yeah.
Is the main plan. So we'll see how that goes. I say we give our our rating and then I guess go from there. So what do you rate season 1 of Breaking Bad?
7 out of 10 because I know that the other seasons are better.
7 out of 10? I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. Like, it's kind of indifferent in the middle. I'm indifferent about the whole thing. Like, do I find it interesting? Yes. But it's just kind of basic so far because it's the first season. You kind of have to play it safe a little bit, at least until you get to, like, the other seasons. Because once, like, once you get through the first season, then they kind of start developing their own, like, style. Because most first seasons kind of, like, just go by the books kind of thing. So I give it a 6.5. I think it's good. It's interesting. But I feel like the other seasons are going to do a lot better. At least I feel like they will. So yeah. So this is basically part 1/season 1 of Breaking Bad. We do plan on doing more of it in the coming months, or however long it takes for us to finish the series, because it's 5 seasons. But we're not doing it all in one go. We're going to be switching between series while we're doing certain series. So that way we have something serious yet something lighthearted for the next one. So this is the end of this part. Once we do season 2, we will link it. We will put a link in the description, and eventually it'll be added to the playlist once we finish the season 4. So just keep an eye out for more of the parts. Next time we are going to be working on Bluey. We're going to be watching Bluey for the first time, even though I've seen a couple.
I too.
We've seen clips all over TikTok, so we decided we're going to fucking watch Bluey, but with a twist. We're going to be doing it based on the fucking titles. So that'll be fun. So be on the lookout for our next podcast episode and the next part of our Breaking Bad multi-part series. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Mari.
Jen.
And we're out.